Hello everyone, I am back with another video. Today we're on a modded Minecraft server that my friend runs, and I'd like to show you my base because I'm pretty proud of it and I think you might enjoy. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the welcome board that you are greeted with when you arrive through the teleporter. This is the main superstructure. There's a lot to it and we'll get into that in just a second. First though, this is our power source. It's a giant pit of lava, and I stole that from the nether, as you'll be able to see when I go through this portal here. This contraption right here is where the magic happens. Here's some backstory. Basically sums up what I've been trying to say here. Basically, I siphoned lava from the nether, put it on the train, sent the train through, and rinse and repeat until the source was infinite. Over here we have my chunk loader that keeps everything loaded when I'm away. Here we have some starter stuff with a roller, some presses. Here we have my stress and speed gauges. Here is my boiler setup. This is the power source for all of my operations. It is fueled by these hose pulleys over here that take out of this infinite water supply. There is a different way to do it, however I did not know that when I was making this, and that connects in all nicely. We also have some alternators. They feed into the big battery, the big accumulator battery. That is a buffer in place for the motors in case the whole thing just suddenly dies. We have a little bit of power left to get things up and running. This is my Create Hyper Experience machine. Over here we make use of the wonderful mod Project E to fabricate items for crushing. In this case it's a Heart of the Sea that gets turned into lapis, prismarine crystals, and nuggets of experience. The nuggets get drained into a tank, the lapis gets fed into the basin, and the crystals and excess lapis are fed back into the place where the Hearts of the Sea are being made. Marvelous. Very, well, could be a bit more compact, but I'd say for the time being, very neat little design. Here's where all the magic happens. And this is the pipe that feeds into the giant liquid hyper experience tank. As you can see, we have over 200 buckets. Very cool. Now the problem with the tank is that there isn't enough experience being made. So I made this on the side, which I can feed some extra bits into to improve its production of Hearts of the Sea, which is always a very good thing to have. Lots of Hearts of the Seas. Makes the same ingredients over here. They get filtered through and fed back into the system. Same as before, but without the void ring pedestal, which was really inefficient, and on entity clear commands that happen routinely on the server, it would get a little bit would get destroyed, which isn't so great. This is a fallback overfill chest, which makes some dark matter furnaces, or rather red matter furnaces even, which they're very expensive to make with EMC, so they're very good for collecting any excess drops that make it through from when inevitably too many resources are being produced by the crushing wheels. So always very good to have one of those if you don't want a huge pile of stuff on the ground. Anyway, moving on. This pipe that you saw before, this leads into my house, and my house is where I have my apotheosis rig. Here it is. This is a printer, although I'm pretty sure your eyes do not deceive you. in here, we have a lot of points of sharpness. That is because we used the printer to copy enchanted books, and that is the book we were copying overnight yesterday. So there's that very neat little thing to have, so you don't have to do it yourself. This is my enchanting table. It's not perfect, but we're getting there ever so slowly but surely. Here I have a filter of things that I don't want to receive in my enchanting table. Enchantments, that is. We have a whole bunch of stuff in some chests. The problem with the first chest, actually, is, well, it serves as a reminder to not use the create custom portals, because they have a funny bug that goes on, which makes it so if you have a pet of any kind, be that with Alex's mobs, vanilla, or just have one trapped in your base, it will teleport to you when you try to use the purple create custom portals, which I'll go over to JG's base for a second. So you can see here, he has a whole bunch of pets, and if he were to go through the custom portal, which we tried, because I tried to install a portal at his house, he tried going through, and suddenly a whole bunch of Tremozillas were trying to go through the portal for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So we started using the entity teleporters instead, which work basically on the same principle. You hop on it and you teleport. It's slower than the regular teleporter, but it doesn't have the pet bug, which is very cool. Moving on, we have my precision mechanism maker over here, which works the same way any other precision mechanism maker would work, except for the fact that the materials are generated with Project E. What I would do without this mod, I do not know. Very, very handy. Should definitely go and check it out. Here we have just some belts, but that much you could tell just by looking. The unfinished mechanisms keep rotating until they're done and get fed into the chest in the middle. Anything that isn't a unfinished precision mechanism or a complete precision mechanism gets dropped out into the andesite funnel below if it's EMCable, and if it isn't, which the crushed raw gold ore is the only thing that doesn't, then it just gets smelted and put back into the same system. This is my casing maker. Very quick one. I left it on for one night and I already have more casings than I'll ever need for the rest of my entire life. We have logs being fed through tunnels and EMCable ingredients here, making andesite and copper casings. Brass is a little bit different because you have to make them yourself with zinc and copper, but that's easily circumnavigated by crushing tuff into a whole bunch of things that you'll see now, and filtering out the thing that we want, which is zinc nuggets. And the zinc nuggets are compressed into ingots and then fed into the mixer. Although we also have a buffer system here which will eventually store blocks of zinc, because eventually it will fill itself up, so it's always good to have a failsafe. So there's that. Very cool, I'd say, but you're entitled to your own opinion. I won't tell you what to think. This isn't 1984. This is the electron tube maker. We make use of the wonderful Project E mod once again to turn polished rose quartz and iron sheets into electron tubes. very nice, very useful, because you need chutes, you need tunnels, you need a whole bunch of stuff that needs the pesky electron tubes. Over here, however, this is the whole secret sauce, if you will, of the operation. This makes blaze cakes. We have a cinder flour maker, we have more energy condensers making eggs and sugar, mixing it all together, and a mechanical press pressing it into blaze cake bases. They get put underneath the spout, gets pumped with lava which is from the hole in the ground over there, and then they get fed to all of the blaze burners in my base. Very handy little mechanism. Actually, it's more than handy, it's necessary for everything to work, else I'd still be using windmills, alternators, and motors, which isn't as efficient. But yeah, little blockage there, but no problem. This actually leads us down to the Create Teleporters station, where I make quantum components, quantum mechanisms, they're called. Yes, quantum mechanisms, advanced components, and also sturdy sheets, and they're all stored in their respective vaults. Inside my house again we go to see the main balls of the operation, if you will. This is the EMC generator. This makes a whole bunch of red matter furnaces. This is the most... One stack of this stuff is one of, if not the very most expensive things you can make in terms of exchange matter currency, or EMC, that you can make. It would be faster with watches of flowing time on pedestals, but this is a privately run server. It's not very good or strong, although it does get the job done, but the watches would make it extremely laggy and maybe even crash. We've had that happen before, and it's not a pleasant experience. Now, in this world, I did mention it's a server a couple of times, so there are other bases to see. If you want to see those, let me know in the comments. And also, while looking through my videos the other day, I stumbled across my old Let's Play that I only have one episode of. So if you want me to try again and make some progress in a world on my new laptop, then also let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and I will gladly make some, because I very much thoroughly enjoy playing Minecraft. So that's about it for today's video. If you think it has earned your subscription, then please leave one down below. It motivates me to make more videos for you. And if you particularly like this video, then also consider leaving a like, boosts my engagement, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.